Give me a second, good people. Give me a second, good people. Let me get right here. Let me get right. Let me get right here, people. Give me just a second here. Let me get right. Yo. Can you hear me? All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we cooking with grease. Now we cooking with grease, folks. Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get it. Listen, this is the Fire and Ice pregame Super Bowl Super Show. It's your boy, Coach. I'm here. Didn't want to let y'all down, man. I want to get a little football talk in before we all go to our different corners, prepare for the big game. A lot going on today, folks. We're here. It's that day. It's today, Super Bowl Super Show. It's your boy Pete, host of the Fire and Ice Experience. Rocking out with y'all for a little bit here, man. I don't want to keep you long. I just want to throw some things out there, talk about the big game today. This is the last game. It's a little bittersweet today. Last game of the season. Albeit it's the Super Bowl, ultimately what this means is that there is no more football. We have to turn our attention to the off season, truly to the draft. For two franchises, there will be a big moment of reflection after today. One will go into the postseason, into the off season as a Super Bowl champs. The other one will go in wondering what went wrong, wondering what to do next, wondering what the next step is, wondering how to get better. It's going to be intriguing. It's going to be intriguing. Going to be intriguing. So with that being said, today we have a titular matchup. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs coming in as the defending champs. The defending champs against the San Francisco 49ers. Big matchup. Big matchup. Let's let this sit for a while. I want y'all to sit on this for a while. I will be back. Let's let this sit for a while. Let that sit in your spirit for a second. I think this matchup is a matchup that features, I would say, two of the top four teams in the league. So I'm confident in this being the game. I'm happy this is the game because these are two of the teams that I would say a large percentage of voters, prognosticators, people making predictions at the beginning of the season had as participants in the Super Bowl. So this season went true to form. This went true to form, as true as it could go. I mean, you had a handful of teams, maybe 5 to 6 teams that people thought would be here. These were definitely 2 of them. Kansas City got here in their own way. San Francisco got here in their own way. Kansas City got here a little different than they normally get here. San Francisco got here in truly in a way that people thought they'd get here, but they won games unconventionally. They had the dominant season that everybody thought that they would have. 49ers, by all means, put up numbers and statistics offensively that everyone thought that they would do. So this comes as no surprise that San Francisco sits right here where we thought they would sit at. Kansas City did it very unconventionally. They were not the offensive juggernaut. They were not the runaway. They didn't show the runaway dominance that they normally show. What you saw this year was a team that overcame turmoil. They overcame adversity. They overcame a lot of things that were introduced to them that makes it remarkable that they sit where they sit right now. We knew that they could get here, but the way that they got here is truly remarkable. It is a testament to the strength of this team and how they got here. It's a beautiful thing. But nonetheless, they're here. Add another notch to the marriage that my brother likes to call probably the most confident and tried and true relationship in football, and that's the relationship between Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. And speaking of the devil, look who pops in.
Speak of the devil.
The world
How
greatest.
you doing, everybody else?
Not in those terms, the devil, but just sarcastically speaking, and how you feeling today, bro? My brother, how's it going today?
I'm feeling damn good. This is the day that we all have been waiting ever since September, I don't know what, the 8th or the 9th. This is the day when you have pared it down to 2, from what it was, 32. This is the last game. I heard you talking about my guy, the alien, and that being and about how the different teams got here through different paths and journeys. Good brother, I'm just glad that my flight just made it back from Bucharest. I made it in on time. I'm in the tunnel. You see I'm getting live. So I want to switch you just for a second while I put my eye black on. You feel me?
Well, listen.
Give me a
listen.
second.
With that being said, man, first and foremost, I want to give out shout outs, man, to anybody watching this broadcast, man. Truly appreciate it. Absolutely. We already got somebody saying Chiefs by 3. I ain't mad at that prediction. That sounds like an incredible game. That sounds like an incredible game right there. Chiefs by 3, that's a field goal. That could be that's something that could come down to the wire. I'm with all of that. I'm with the shits if it comes to that. I'm with that. Anybody subscribing, man, to this thing here, man, I appreciate you watching. You could be anywhere in the world, but like I always say, man, you fucking with us here at The Experience, not the Fire and Ice podcast, but the Fire and Ice Experience with the good brothers. So with that being said, man, check us out on the Facebook group. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, whether it be 5 minutes, whether it be 55 minutes. It's all love. We appreciate you stopping by. Stop by, man. Grab a plate. Pull up a chair. Kick your feet up, get comfortable, rock out with us, talk to us, chat with us, bust it up with us. We here. We welcome you. Come on in. You's all welcome. You all welcome. Come on in. Come on in, man. Just close the door behind you. Take your shoes off, put them on a rack. There's plenty here. There's plenty here.
Oh, yeah. Well, good brother, man. Since you speaking on the people stopping in and talking with us and walking with us, let me give a couple shout outs. Bang, bang, Absolutely. Niners gang. We got Cameron Benson on the check-in. Sister Kid Hill on the check-in. The Ravens, we know how that worked out, but Lamar got one. Cousin B. Hey, man, that Scholar Coaster was real this season. Hey, sis Keisha Brown. Please, when you see me again, tell me, Y'all don't be acknowledging me on the show. I acknowledge you every time, sis.
Sis, we listen. Every time. This is like the 5th week I heard him say that, man. You gotta get off my
Every
man
time,
back. We
sis.
love you.
Every
Absolutely. Absolutely.
every
Listen, we appreciate you even stopping through, man. Bless us with some macaroni and cheese. Bring it on in, man. Bring it on in. Bring your potluck around here, man. Bring something when you come, man. Bring a bottle, something. Appreciate you coming, though. Appreciate it. Absolutely.
yeah.
Don't let that go without saying, man. Please shout that lady out, man. We appreciate her so much for checking in. Like I said, 5 minutes, 55 minutes. Don't even matter. It's all love. Appreciate it.
Right.
Appreciate it. We gotta fight today, man. We gotta
Yeah, we
fight
do.
today,
Come on,
bro.
let him get up. Let him get up. Yeah, fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fresh, we got fresh. Let me lay it down real quick, man. I got
Please
you.
do.
Let me just lay it down real quick because I think that this deserves like a real, kind of like, we gotta really understand. This the last game of the season, bro. It's a little
Yes, it
bittersweet.
is.
Just a little bittersweet.
A little.
A little bittersweet, man. Last game of the season. We gotta. Well, let's say let me rephrase that, and I apologize. Let me rephrase that. It is the last football game of the season, not the last football of the season, because real football heads, all we do is roll into the off season, into free agency and draft time. So it's the
True.
last football game of the season. But a real football head, all we do is roll into the off season. You know what I mean?
True.
So let the record reflect that this is the last football game of the season.
Right.
Thoughts on that, Fresh? Thoughts on the last football game of the season?
Well, honestly, man, football has always been a big part of my life, but actually in the last couple of years, I will believe that has overtaken basketball as my favorite sport. Because
Talk about it for a
actually, when
second. I'm gonna tend to something real quick. Talk about it. I'll be right back.
feel free,
I'll
feel
be right.
free, and with with football being the entity that brings in so many people around the TV, and it has so many people invested in one event each week, it really made me gravitate a lot more to football than I used to when I was younger. Case in point, like a day like today, we have the Super Bowl, y'all. And the Super Bowl is going to be watched by hundreds of millions of people in the United States and all around the world. And there will be people here today watching football for the first time all season just because there's a party atmosphere and there's some chips and dip going on. And those things don't happen with basketball. So when you hear the coach talking about it's bittersweet that this is the last football game today, this will be the last time and the last occasion that we have for everybody that fools with football just a little bit to get together and enjoy the game of football, but more enjoying each other. So when everybody's gathered around and it's halftime and Usher doing this thing, yeah, you don't get that in basketball no type of way. When you have, I want to say they got Reba McEntire and Jelly Roll and somebody doing the national anthem, you don't have those events, or those events don't seem to carry as much weight as they do in football. So as I'm hearing Coach lay it out and saying this is the last football game of the season, I'm telling you why it's bittersweet for me, because football has become the most popular and my most fun sport to watch. But to see everybody who gravitates to football and partakes in the success and the joy of football, that to me is the bittersweet part, because all these great people that we've been talking to all season long from this part of the country, from this Steelers nation, from this whatever, everybody kind of scatters away. And the only thing that brings them together like this, for an event like this, under circumstances like these, is football. So I can tell you that's why it's bittersweet for me that today, the Super Bowl, the climax, is today and it's bittersweet.
Yeah,
for your boy, bro.
absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Listen, very, very poignant, my brother. With that being said, like I said, we got a last game, but what a game it is, though, man. What
Yes,
a
it is.
huge game it is, man. Talk about the preparation in terms of what got them here, because like I said, we got two teams that everybody predicted to be here at this point. No shocker here. This is like not really a shocker, you know. Maybe a Detroit and a Detroit and maybe someone else would be a shocker, but this really isn't a shocker. These two particular teams. I mean, everybody figured, you know, in some form or fashion, one or two, if not both, would be here. I was at 50%. I got it at 50%, but the final four was almost kind of like, you know, I would say 75% of that final four, everybody predicted those they would be there. So this is no shocker. It's probably one or two teams you want to substitute, maybe Detroit for Philly or Dallas. But other than that, for the most part, it went kind of chalk, to be honest with you. It went kind of chalk. With the exception, I said about between 6 or 7 teams. So to have the final four be what it was, with Detroit, of course, being the exception, and then to have the final game, this kind of went chalk. So, but the way they got here is kind of vastly different. As I spoke before, I said that ultimately the Chiefs overcame a lot of adversity in terms of how they got here. The Niners got here in the fashion that people thought they got here and in the way they would get here. But in terms of the playoffs, the games and how they won them wasn't exactly how people thought that they would win them. A lot of come from behind victories. So, you know, speak to that, and I will return. I'm gonna give you the stage. Speak to that.
Well, I guess to speak to you, a lot of people thinking that this is a lot of people's prediction to be in the Super Bowl. That's pretty accurate. I can honestly say I didn't predict either of these teams being in the Super Bowl, but that was just me throwing fucking money in the wind and eating both shoes this goddamn season. I actually picked Miami and Dallas to be in the Super Bowl, and look at me. But to the good coach's point is these two teams were obviously two teams that could have been in the Super Bowl. These are two teams that have perennially been sniffing around the Super Bowl for the last, I don't know, 3-4 years. So it wouldn't be as surprising to see either of these teams in the Super Bowl. I can say that I did not see Kansas City winning and being in the Super Bowl and being this successful this fast this year. I did not see it this year. But it just solidified how I felt about Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, because like the good coach was saying, they took different paths to get here. Through the playoffs, we all thought that if there was going to be a team blowing someone out, I would have assumed it would have been the Kansas City Chiefs, because they have the alien Patrick Mahomes. And if there was a team that just took the ball and ran away from you, I would assume that would have been the San Francisco 49ers. But there were a couple different questions answered for us this postseason as well, if you was willing to live with the answers that you saw. For one, like we was seeing throughout the playoffs on the San Francisco 49ers side, is I think we have answered the question about, is Brock Purdy a game manager, a game changer, or whatever he is. Brock Purdy has been down, I want to say, in all his playoff games this year. And all they've done was come back and win. And I swore I heard a lot of analysts saying, well, I got to see Brock Purdy come back and win. All right, well, that's the last thing it seemed like he had to do before he wins the championship. And then everybody can throw away oh, he's a game manager, he's a game this, he's a game that. He's a goddamn champion. And he's done enough to be a champion. And if coming back was one of the boxes he had to check off, check and check 2 weeks in a row. On the flip side of things,
Drop them, man. Drop them bombs. Drop them bombs.
Patrick Mahomes has proven to me that he is the greatest force multiplier as a professional football player that we have today going in football. He will lift your team as one man from one position higher than any other one position player in football can lift their team right now, presently constituted. What I seen when they went into Buffalo was I seen this man doing everything exactly the way it needed to be done, exactly at the times it needed to be done. What I seen when he went into Baltimore, like, oh, you wanted me to do it on the road? Oh, I can do it on the road, and I can do it again against the number 1 seed. And instead of me trying to go out here and pick you apart from here and put up 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, nope. Let me go out here and manage the game. Hence, game manage at a very
Say that again.
level.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'm going to go out and manage the game, and hence game manage. And go
Sir,
out
I'm sorry, sir. Who are you talking? What quarterback are you talking about here?
I'm actually talking about my guy, the alien, Patrick Mahomes. He went out and actually managed games in the manner you would attribute those things to Brock Purdy.
Wait a minute. Whoa, bro. Whoa, wait a minute. You didn't just call Patrick Mahomes a game manager. Now,
yes, I did.
Oh, wait a minute, because I want that to sit in people's craw for a second, because that's been a huge thing. Because what we've seen is kind of a role reversal. Let that say. Let's think about this for a second. So, are you trying to tell me, in so many words, that a quarterback can be both a game changer and game manager, and not just one?
Good brother. What I'm telling you is a good quarterback is both. At his base floor, all quarterbacks are
Whoa, bro. You're wait a minute. You telling me that a quarterback can be, or must, or should be both a game changer and game manager?
Well, I'm not going to say they can be or should be both. What I am saying is every quarterback is a game manager. The funny thing is they give you the ball. They give you the ball on every play. That's why you're so important. But you have several different options on a field. You can run the ball yourself.
Keep going, Pastor.
You can hand the ball off to your running back.
Pastor.
You can fake the ball to a tight end and throw it to a wide receiver or throw it to another wide receiver. And those are all the options that you have built into one football play.
You got all day, Pastor. Keep going.
I'm assuming when you give all the importance and you give the ball to someone who's going to have it every single play, I'm assuming that you believe in his decision making, which would help you manage your team better and build success.
Talk to him, Pastor.
That's the basis of a football quarterback, and that is to be a game manager. That is your job, is to manage the damn game. So at your very least, as a quarterback.
Oh, you're not done. He's not done. He's not done.
At your very least, as a quarterback, you are a game manager. And as you can see, there are about 30 game managers that can do it at a professional NFL level. And that'll get you into the NFL. But they'll say, oh, no, you're just a game manager. Like, you fool, everybody who's a quarterback is a game manager. Now, let's move on to the game-changing part, which a lot of people seem to overlook in the one Brock Purdy, and we've already identified in Patrick Mahomes. The funny thing about that is right here, right now, people want to still call Brock Purdy Mr. Irrelevant. He's this, he's that, he's system, da, 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 da. And all we've seen from him is him doing it exactly like we thought he should do it as a person presently constituted in that system. We're like, oh, okay, that looks exactly how we thought at least it should look in San Francisco. But they're like, oh, he's just a game manager and these type of things like that. I'm like, okay. Now, this is the part where you're not seeing Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy did not have the chance to game manage last week. He had the game changed last week.
Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Say that again.
Brock Purdy did not have the liberty to game manage last week. He had the game change.
For the slow niggas in the back. One more game, bro. One more game.
Last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, Brock Purdy did not have the liberty to game manage the game. He had to go out and make plays that changed the game. Hence, game changer.
My good brother, can you go even deeper? Peel the layers back. How did Brock Purdy change the game, bro? You watched it. They all watched it.
Ooh.
Tell us how he changed the game.
Well, if I may, I guess the game changer part came from a former quarterback named Cam Newton. Game managing or you game changing. All right, cool. Cam Newton had the luxury to be able to change the game in one of the ways with his feet and his body. Cool, no problem. I could have swore I seen Brock Purdy out there making plays exactly the way Cameron Newton used to make plays with his feet and his body. I can tell you that is not on script and that is not game managing. That is what you would call game changing. So as we talking about, I could just speak in reference to Cam Newton, like, dog, has he shown you enough? He been showed me enough. Has he shown you enough that he's not just a guy going to go one progression, two progression, okay, throw it out of bounds? That's game managing. But that would have had you a loss in Levi Stadium last week against the Detroit Lions. The game changer said, oh, you know what? Let me go get about 50, 60 yards on the ground. And they've been trying to tackle me so bad, somebody ripped my damn sock off, and you can see my whole damn calf. So to wrap it all back together, man, if you've been watching these playoffs, Brock Purdy has checked every box that all the haters have put up for him. And on the other side of the ball, Patrick Mahomes, I didn't think there was any more boxes to check, but he checked even another motherfucking box like, oh, no problem. If you want to stop me here, and there, I will take exactly what you give me, do the best with that, do not give you any chances, and I will still beat you. And I was like, damn, that's a box I didn't even know was on the test.
They drew that in on, you got to draw that one in on crayon. Game manager.
That's the shit.
I'm not going to lose the game. I'm going to game manage, leave this over to my defense because they're playing lights out football. I'm going to game manage. I ain't going to lose this game. I'm going to make just enough plays to win this game. I'm going to get it to the right people and let the defense win the game. You know what that's called? Game managing.
Game managing. Shout out to Lamar Pender on the check-in.
Just saying.
This has elements of drama all over it. Yes, it does, good brother. It's got elements of drama all over it.
Listen here, man. Listen. Unfortunately, the reality here is Brock Purdy is going to have to live with this do or die attitude because he carries the Mr. Well, no. I'm not going to say because he carries the Mr. Relevant. He carries a non-first round draft pick moniker. Put it that way. If Brock Purdy fails today, you know what they'll say? Oh, well, I need a quarterback. when we have never seen, listen, we have never seen Brock Purdy fail. We're putting on a quarterback. The only time Brock Purdy has not been here was when he couldn't be here. We got put out of a game. He was on his way to this game last year.
I'm not sure if he was quite on his way to the game last year, but he was in the.
Let's
I
walk it
digress.
back. Walk it back. What I'm saying is,
For all intents and
he
purposes,
was on his way to this game. He was competing to play in this game last year.
Last year, yes.
Win, lose, or draw, he got put out of that game. So we have a question mark. There's a question mark there. Right? Now, okay, so we don't know. They lose 3 quarterbacks. We fast forward. God damn it, who's here right now?
Rob.
I'll wait, man, because we got time. We got another 20 minutes here. I'm gonna wait. Brock Purdy's here. God damn, do y'all hate Mr. Irrelevant? The title of being it's not his fault he was the last player drafted. That's the talent evaluators' jobs.
Shout out neighbor Nave, man. I've been giving your boy props, man. We've been giving Brock Purdy props, man. Neighbor Nave.
Listen,
we don't know what it is.
That's the talent evaluators' jobs, bro. He was Mr. Irrelevant because that's where he got picked, not because it was indicative of what his talent was. Because right now, if you're keeping it a buck, he's the second best quarterback in the league. If you want to remove all of the BS, because it seems like when a quarterback wins the Super Bowl, they're great, or when they get there, or whatever have you. Brock Purdy has won games for the 49ers, right? He's won games for them. If not for Brock Purdy, the Niners would not be here. And you can say that for 2 playoff games. A huge part. That's not the game manager. He's changed those games. That nigga was out there looking like Steve Young.
Yeah.
I didn't know Brock Purdy could run that fast.
Me either.
I didn't know he could run. Yo, he was hoofing it. Yo, he was motivating, matriculating down the field.
Nigga was haul assing.
He was haul assing, all that. That's a game manager? Oh, get me one of them. I want one of them. Because at worst, you know where I'm going to end up? Back-to-back goddamn NFC championships. Can I get one of them? Can we get one of them? Listen, man, y'all don't want one of them. I want one of them. At worst case scenario, I want one of them. Let's go on to the game. Talk about the game, Fresh.
I will say this, man. My favorite NFL coach of all time, Andy Reid. He is almost money when you give him an extra week to prepare.
Woo!
One of the times where success doesn't breed its head very well is in these very games, the Super Bowls. Because Andy Reid is pretty much money after all buys. But it's a little bit different when you're talking about the Super Bowl, man. You get a buy for every Super Bowl. And Andy Reid is one, I want to say he's lost 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowls. And usually you give him extra time to prepare, man. He will have some wrinkles that you will not be able to see, that you will not be able to deal with. And a lot of times, man, that guy's offensive prowess really shows itself with extra time to prepare. A lot of times in the Super Bowl, it has not shown its head exactly like it has, maybe after a week 7 bye, maybe after a week 8 bye, or that first bye in the first week of the playoffs. Andy Reid is money after all of those buys. But this is the Super Bowl. You get a bye before all of these games. And Andy Reid has won maybe at the same rate as a lot of other people when it comes after buys, when it comes to Super Bowls. So I was speaking to my guy Andy Reid having an extra week to prepare, and usually he's money, but he's not as money in these Super Bowl situations. And I was getting ready to go to the San Francisco 49ers side to see they shown up pretty solid in Super Bowls and in these kind of situations. The one thing that we all, anybody who's willing to look at the San Francisco 49ers and will say is, all right, we know about Shanahan. We know about Debo. We know about CMC. We know about Fred Warner in the defense. We've known about this for years. Neighbor Nate, Dean Williams. Can y'all, everybody out here, while we watching, today is the day that we now find out what we really have in Brock Purdy. I'm willing to say, and I'm willing to lean. I'll let you know that a little bit later on in the show. I'll let you know that a little bit more later in the show.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
they call
okay.
a tease.
Listen. I get it. I listen.
Tease.
Let's get with the picks, man. Let's get with the picks. Give me your keys to success for the Chiefs and the Niners, real quick. Right? We got 15 minutes. Let's go all in on this thing here. Keys to success.
I think on the Chiefs side, the key, a real key to success is if you can run the ball, then that helps Patrick Mahomes manage the game. If you can run the ball, that's one less thing that he doesn't have to do. That's one less thing that he doesn't have to account for or supplement on the offensive side. I have no doubt that Isaiah Pacheco will have his running fucking fast and hard and angry shoes on today. It's just if the 49ers will allow them to run the ball. 49ers on the other side, man, I really think that they cannot let this game get away from them defensively. I think Brock Purdy will do what Brock Purdy can do to keep them in it. I do not want to put a whole lot of pressure on Brock Purdy. That's why I'm putting a lot more pressure on the San Francisco defense. And I'm not talking about just the run, because Patrick Mahomes can kill you with the pass as well. But if you guys can stop the run, I really think, even though that one dimension is great, you will make the Chiefs one-dimensional and that much more easier to contain. I'm not going to say stop, but I think that will be a recipe for winning for the San Francisco 49ers, Coach. Now, on the other side with Brock Purdy in that offense and the San Francisco 49ers, excuse me, I think they have to be really balanced on the other side. I don't think it's going to just be one unit. I think it's going to take Kittle, Debo, Ayuk. It's going to take Kyle Juszczyk. It's going to take CMC. It's going to take Trent Williams. It's going to take Ross Feely. All these guys on offense.
All hands on deck.
Offense.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. It's just the person that I probably have the least amount of worry in is Brock Purdy. I think that he's going to show up and be damn good. He's the person
unless he does it.
Until
he does it, now to change my perception of Brock Purdy, he's got to shit the bed. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, yeah, Bosa need to show up big time. Well, let's get to that. Let's get to that in a second, because that's one of my points to the game. But go ahead, Fresh. I'm gonna let you. I digress. I will. I want to give you your time to really address, the must-haves, must-dos points to the game.
Well, on offense, San Francisco really needs all hands on deck, like I was saying, because on the opposite side of the football, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, and we've been seeing them win games in a totally different way than we've been used to seeing these guys win games. We've been seeing them go out and stop people, not having to rely on the alien to go out and outscore or outshoot people. We've been relying on the defense. Man, the Kansas City Chiefs have probably, a top 3 defense, and has had that all year long. So if that defense can show up, and play that they've been playing all year long, like I said, you're going to need each and every individual on San Francisco's side. The defense, I don't like the matchup between the wide receivers of San Francisco and the defensive backs of Kansas City. The defensive backs of Kansas City, they play a lot of man. Steve Spagnuolo be bringing guys, and just when you don't think he's going to bring some guys, he bring them again. So he puts those guys in the defensive backfield back in one-on-one a lot. So I really like I said, it's going to be imperative for those wide receivers on San Francisco's side to beat and to be able to get open off that one-on-one coverage that they're going to be facing a lot today. Because I think Steve Spagnuolo, like they said, in big games, he's going to come with a great game plan. These are the things that we know. These are the things that we can bank on. These are the things that has happened. So with that being said, a couple more of the question marks are on San Francisco's side. I will say this, though. I'm a person who believes, man, timing plays a lot. I believe that if you've been sniffing around a lot, you're just not there because you're lucky. You're there because you're good. You're there because your organization can identify people, places, and things that will lead to more success within your organization. And that has been both of these teams, really. But it just seems like, for whatever reason, the San Francisco 49ers have been beaten, kicking, stomping at the doors. They've had a lot of excuses to why it hasn't happened. Oh, we're right there, but we need a quarterback. Oh, we're right there, but our guys we need healthy. Oh, we're right there, but you're here right now. You're here and you're healthy. You're here and you're healthy, and you've been good, rather great, all damn season. I think this is the very time for the San Francisco 49ers to put it all together for 60 minutes in Las Vegas to take home the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Yes, folks, your boy Fresh Fire has said it. I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers to win today in a very close and a very hard fought, in a very knockdown, drag out fight of a game today. But yes, I think it is San Francisco's time, and I think the Bay will be on fire tonight when they win this goddamn Super Bowl.
Okay, so thank you, my good brother. Eloquent as always and passionate as always. I love it.
Thank you, bro.
Let's start with the 49ers here, because I think on both sides of the ball, there's a premium that needs to take place, right? I'll go with what they're more known for, and that is their offense, and more specifically, the run game. I think they must run the ball on the Chiefs. It is, and I don't mean running the ball for the sake of running the ball, because they're going to do that, right? That's their DNA. They have to have success in the run game, and that plays a factor in a multiple ways, right? You reduce Patrick Mahomes' field time, and nowadays more than ever, that's going to be a premium, because he's even proven now,
please charge,
that he doesn't need a premium amount of quote unquote football field time. He can win a game because of the way that the defense is playing with minimal field time. So that's created a conundrum in itself. So the 49ers must run the football, because what you want to do is you want to be physical. The key word here is being physical, to take out a key factor in the Chiefs being able to play the way that they've been playing recently. Run the ball on the Chiefs defense. Be the more physical team. Patrick Mahomes has been able to be a game manager because of how the defense, well, let me not say because, he's been able to play the game manager role due to a direct correlation to how their defense has been playing. So the 49ers running the game has a twofold effect, because it takes puts less pressure on Brock Purdy, which I know the Chiefs want to do, because if you're not running the football, you're now putting Brock Purdy in a position to win the game for you. And folks, want to know who the defensive coordinator is over there? Steve Spagnuolo. I'm going to tell you today, he will throw everything in the kitchen sink at Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy in that 49ers offense. You know how you negate that? You put him on his heels. You take Big Trent Williams and you run behind Big Trent Williams and you pulverize that Chiefs defense. That's how you win this game. You run play action. That's how you win this game. You do not let Brock Purdy sit back there and throw 35 to 40 times. No. You want to destroy your quarterback and cause a controversy quick? You sit back there and let him throw 30, 40 times a game. And you watch Steve Spagnuolo get to him, turn the ball over, and create defensive opportunities to win this game. I'm telling you now that if you throw the ball 30 plus times, 35 plus times, that's the recipe for disaster. Secondly, other side of the ball. What I used to consider the absolute strength of this team, as of recently has become more of a pedestrian unit. And that's the San Francisco pass rush.
Speak on it, good brother. Speak on it. Woo.
Today presents a very, very unique challenge for the San Francisco 49ers pass rush. I'm going to use one word that they must have today, and that's discipline. More specifically, rush lane discipline, right? This team potentially has the ability to disrupt the game. What their pass rushers and defensive linemen must remember, especially those highly touted ends, they've got to maintain pass rush depth. If you're over pursuing or rushing past the quarterback, what you are doing is now allowing Patrick Mahomes to change into what, Fresh?
The alien.
And what will he be doing? Changing into the alien, Fresh?
Oh, game changing and not game managing.
Listen, that is not what you want, 49er fans.
No.
You do not want him playing off script, sir. You do not want this. Folks, there has only been one player, probably maybe one or two or three on that level of off script playmaking, folks. And we're talking about guys in the names of like John Elway, Fran Tarkenton, Michael Vick. You do not want this guy playing off script, folks, because now what you're doing is you're buying above average receivers more time to get open in scramble situations. Folks, you don't want that.
No.
You don't want that. That is a recipe for disaster. 49er rushers, nose tackles in the trenches, collapse the pocket, get to Patrick Mahomes as a unit. Not individually. Get to him as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Do not allow him to step up into the pocket. Do not allow him to gash you by creating pass running lanes. Now,
that's easier said than done.
Hey man, I'm just drawing here. I'm just drawing blueprints. Listen, how you build the house is on you, bro. I'm just drawing blueprints. I'm just writing an estimate. How you build the car, repair the car, that's on you. This is the operations to do it.
I heard that.
Let's move to the other side of the football. Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going to make this pretty short and sweet. Man, keep doing what you've been doing. Keep doing what you've been doing. Because at the end of the day, you got the ultimate game changer on your side. So if it gets hairy, buckle up. You got that luxury. Defense,
Break-
keep doing what you've been doing.
Break glass in case of emergency.
And they got listen, you know what's behind that glass? Remember the movie Predator when Jesse Ventura pulled the joint out and laid the whole woods down?
Yeah.
That's called
Yeah.
a Gatling gun. And folks, that's what the Chiefs have behind the break glass in case of emergency. A goddamn Gatling gun. And his name is Patrick Mahomes. So if need be and shit gets crazy, they can pull out the Gatling gun. Not hard. Chiefs, do what you've been doing. Do what you've been doing. Long, drawn out, dink and dunk, take opportunities here and there, spread the wealth, nobody to key on, because there's nobody to key on this Kansas City offense. That makes it even more dangerous. Keep doing what you've been doing, Kansas City. That's my key to the game. Very simple. I don't even want to complicate this thing. So with that being said, how do I think this plays out? I got to go against my, you know what? I'm in full disclosure. I picked the San Francisco 49ers to win the Super Bowl.
Holy smokes, man.
I did. Hold on, though. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's, like I said, in full disclosure, because I've said I'm a dance with who got me here. I'm changing dance partners right now. Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what happened? You know what happened when I got to the party?
What's
I
that?
walked in, and man, I looked across the room, man, and I didn't know she was gonna be here, man. I didn't know the prettiest girl in school was gonna be here. You know, I thought she had went off to college. You know, I didn't know she was gonna be. Nobody told me she was gonna be here, man. You know, I didn't listen. Somebody told me they sent her on like a that she was studying abroad. I didn't know she was gonna be here.
And she bad.
I gotta change my dance partner. I gotta dance with the prettiest girl in the room.
And she bad too.
She turned down the opportunity to study abroad. She said, nah, I want to stay here. I want to cheerlead. I want to be on a volleyball team. I want to be, valedictorian. I want to be prom queen. This is my turf. I want to be here. I said, Jesus Christ. Hey man, listen, babe. Hey man, man, she blew me away. I didn't expect her to be here. Man. She came in a handmade gown,
Couture.
Her face is beat to the gods, She didn't even come on time. She walked into the dance, and the spotlight said,
ooh.
Yeah, so she knows what she's doing. I'm going to go with her, man. I got to go with her. 27-24. I got to go with her.
You know what I'm assuming, good
24.
brother? I'm assuming there's some people out there who know that girl that you're talking about.
Oh, that girl's
bad.
Listen,
she
Patricia.
Bad.
That girl, Patricia Mahomes, man, is bad. Oh, she can do it. Dog, in the middle of the dance, she's tearing off the skirt and breakdancing, man. She's doing all, she's pop locking and she can do it all. She show off. Listen.
Let me put it this way though. Since you dancing with a different girl or trying to dance with a different girl, like
I'm dancing with her. Listen, we doing a Macarena, we doing everything. We Macarena and all that.
Before we get to the Macarena, does that girl want to dance with you?
Yeah, man, she got no choice, man. Because listen, I just left my joint. I said, yo, man, listen, I got to. Come on, now.
Hey, now that's something. Now that's something, man.
She's the prettiest girl, Markel. She is bad. She built. She the volleyball star. She the valedictorian. She got it all. And she's back. We thought she wasn't going to be here.
Like, why you still
She said,
in that?
nah.
Why you still in this Ricky Dang Poto town?
Listen, she came back. She came back, bro. She came back. Give me the Chiefs 27-24, man. I ain't betting against the alien, man. As much as I want, listen, as much as I want my prediction to come true, I ain't betting against the alien, man. You crazy? I ain't betting against that babe, man. She out there stunting on everybody, man. Stunting. She done went to 3 proms. She done went to a prom at Orchard Park.
Mhm.
She done went to a prom in Baltimore, shut it down, and now she's coming to Vegas to shut this prom down.
Right. You think
Chiefs
she off
27-24.
somewhere? You think she off somewhere studying or taking a sabbatical? She's working.
Nah,
She's
man.
working.
She said, man, she said, listen, my senior year, I ain't studying. I'll turn it down. I want to play volleyball. I want to lead the volleyball team to a state champ. I want to lead the softball team to a state champ. You know what I mean? I'm back. Nobody thought she would be here. She came by herself. She drove. She didn't even come in a limo. She drove because y'all took her limo away. Y'all took her limo away and sent it to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took her limo away. She used to have a limo every year. You know what I mean? But she said, listen, you know what she said? She said, as long as I got my dressmaker, Andy Reid, I'm gonna shut it down every time.
Right.
She made a phone call. Yo, man, throw me something together. I'll be there. How you gonna get there? I get there. Don't worry about it. She pulled her dad's old Honda Civic out. You know what I mean? Drove that thing to the prom, hopped out, and said, what? Chiefs 27-24. Chiefs 27-24. In a glorious Super Bowl. A glorious Super Bowl, my friends. A glorious Super Bowl. That doesn't mean that the Niners can win this game. Absolutely. That is the team that I said would win the Super Bowl day one. Now, I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm changing my mind today. Shout out to the Niners. If y'all win it, hey, it wouldn't shock me one bit. But I have to put a pick in. Or else y'all will call me bitch. I gotta put a pick in. I have to say somebody. I don't want to do a coin flip because if I'm gonna do a coin flip, I might as well pick the team that got me here. But I want to be definitive. I'm gonna go with the underdog here. I'm going with the underdog. I'm gonna stand on business here. I'm gonna stand on business, man. You know, I don't play it safe. You know me. I don't really do the whole play it safe thing. I'm gonna pick something to stand on it because at the end of the day, I'm extremely right about things. I'm extremely wrong about things. Well, I don't want to say wrong. I've been less right about some shit. Let's say that. I like to say I've been less right, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you gonna win some, you lose some in this sort of thing. That's what we do. We take chances. Why play it safe?
It's a couple people from Niner Nation, man. Like, man, you gotta your loyalty has to show a little bit more right now, and they like the loyalty.
Wait. How? Whoa. That word. Take a long look at me, okay, and think about the word loyalty. Take a long look at me, just a long look at everything that's in my screen, and that'll tell you everything about loyalty. I have no dog in this fight other than my prognosticating who would get here.
What I'm saying is what I'm thinking Niner Nation has recognized in you is your loyalty. You yourself.
Hey,
yourself brought up loyalty. You have been loyal to yourself and your team and your picks all season long.
Yes.
It seems like now that the mighty Niners Nation has been walking with us. They're like, hold on. Your loyalty is everything. In this particular singular circumstance,
y'all don't need me now. Y'all here.
Y'all don't need me. Y'all here. The one thing that has gotten you here, which is the loyalty, which they are saying is the one reason why you're getting off of your pick of the 49ers and going with the alien. I'm just saying. I know you're a loyal dude. And I was kind of like, you. Niner Nation seems like they picked that up as well, Coach. I'm just saying.
And they did. They did. And I told you. I told you that me staying safe is staying with the Niners. I don't do safe. Come on now, I don't do safe. I don't do safe. This is a 3-point game. Anybody can win this game. I just decided to live dangerously. So let me get this straight. So for 17 consecutive weeks, I picked y'all to win the Super Bowl. And you're annoyed that today, in that game that I said you would be in, I said that Patrick Mahomes is going to win the game. I still win either way. And that's what you fail to realize.
No, I'm not giving you. Oh, no. That is not what I'm going to let you get away with, Coach. No. I am not going to let you get away with
it.
No. Hold on, Coach.
I can't get that.
I can't get away with that one, Coach.
I can't get that.
No.
Wow, man, that's terrible, man. That's terrible.
Hold
all
on,
right, man.
Now.
Okay, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flop it. I'm gonna go Niners 27-24. All right, I had to spurn the pretty girl. I got my girl back. I went back to the table. I apologize. Listen, babe, I was tripping, man. You know, I'm drunk. I'm drinking tequila. I'm drinking Kilroy. I'm back. Niners 27-24. And Niners 27-24. Now, you know, Niners 27-24, man. Niners 27-24. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear nothing.
No.
I want to hear nothing.
No. Man, you have been more flip-floppy in the last 15, 20 minutes than you have been in the last 40 years.
I know, right?
It's
crazy.
Dog.
A lot of external pressure here, man. There's a lot of external pressure around here, man. You know, a lot of external pressure, man. So it's not game time, man. I can change my pick, man. I can change my mind.
From what I hear, Niner Nation can do that to you. They can put a lot of pressure on you. From what I hear, I just
saying.
I couldn't let you get away with saying I'm going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs, but it's a win-win situation for me because I
can't do that.
No. Y'all wasn't going to let you play fast and slick with that one. I couldn't let you play fast and slick with that. You got to take. You take one or the other. Now, which one you take is on you. It seems like now you flip-flopped enough. You taking arrows from both sides, so you can figure that one out yourself.
All right, man. All right, man. Enough of the man. All right, man. So look, man, there it is, man. We got a sweep here. We got 49ers, man. I got 27-24. What's your final score, bro?
Everybody thinks it's going to be low scoring, but I don't never really think any Super Bowl is going to be low scoring until I see it. I actually think they're all going to be 20-some-odd to 30-some-odd points scored by either team. Because when you get to a Super Bowl, you have pretty much what you have the best of the best. People who can take what you give them and make chicken salad out of it over and over and over again, and will not let you and give you the minimal amount of chances for you to make chicken salad out of your chicken shit on the other side. So these teams are adept at scoring and stopping people from scoring. It's just I don't think these two teams are going to be able to stop each other enough times to make it a low-scoring game. I think Patrick Mahomes, the alien, will be an alien. I just really actually think that the San Francisco 49ers win somewhere around the score of a last year's football game, something like 33 to about 30.
Okay,
San Francisco.
And there you have it, man. There you have it, man. The Fire and Ice crew, man. The Experience, One Take Titans, Live Legends. No do-overs, no redos. This is us. This is what we do, raw and uncut. We appreciate all the support, man, throughout this journey in terms of Sunday mornings, man. This has been fun, man. If anything else, man, it's been fun in terms of everybody chiming in, everybody taking their time and saying, "Oh shit, it's 11. It's the guys." I appreciate that, man. That's huge, huge for me. That's huge for me and the fellas, man. For you to look at your clock and be like, oh shit, it's 11, especially some of the same faces, because now we've become a part of each other Sunday morning in terms of preparation for this day and these games. And that's big for me. That's big because it's a community. The Fire and Ice experience is a community now. You know, yeah, man, she taking me back, man. She taking me back, whether she like it or not, because I drove her here. You know what I mean? I drove her here, so she taking me back. We good. We all good now. We all good now. We sipping tequilas at the table. You know, we doing line dances on the floor. We good. She all good. She side-eyed me for a second, man, but we good. But you know, with that being said, man, back to business. Check us out, man. The Sunday night show will be on hiatus this week because of, you know, Super Sunday. Because of Super Sunday. But we definitely will be back with a variety of topics to wet y'all's beak. Current events, politics, sports, entertainment, everything. You know us, man. We're going to talk about it. We have a man, she didn't call Uber, bro. She didn't call Uber. She with me, man. She under my arm. She with me. You know, you try, see, it's people, see, you cause it friction. You know, you causing friction. She didn't call Uber. Uber don't come to these parts of town. You know what I mean? So I got her. She good. She good, bro. We got her. She good. The Sunday show will be back. And we have a lot of topics to go over. What I want y'all to do is enjoy your Sunday. Big game tonight. Drink responsibly as well, because you know I know we will be throwing back, you know, some cold ones. We will be throwing back some wine and spirits, but whatever you do it responsibly, because at the end of the day, I need y'all back here rocking out with us, having these intelligent discussions that we have, whether it be sports, entertainment, politics, current events, anything of the Black variety from a Black perspective. I need y'all here. So whatever y'all do tonight, man, enjoy it, whether it's a party or whether you rocking out dolo from the best seat in the house, or if you at the big game, enjoy yourself. Take it. Oh, I want to say that because that's a pause-worthy moment. Enjoy yourself. Take all the festivities. It's funny because you got to take figures of speech and like extrapolate them out to what they really say. You can't say take it all in. You got to say, hey, take the entire experience for what it's worth. You can't use any figures of speech.
Bruh. I'd be saying some shit and I forgot all about I'm supposed to say pause. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I'm too old.
We're gonna talk about that too, man.
Yo, the pause game. I just don't have that many pauses in my vocabulary. I'm gonna say what the fuck I've been saying. I just don't have that many pauses, man. I don't even know. I put the pause in the wrong spots anyway.
So with that being said, man, we appreciate it, man. You could be anywhere in the world. That's an awesome achievement, Nino. Neighbor Nate, that's a great achievement right there, man. Maybe we could speak to that one day, because that's a journey, man, and a testament in terms of, you know, the journey going through that 9 years sober, man. That is huge. Let's not understate that. That is huge. That deserves a spotlight and a discussion all in itself. So with that being said, man, maybe we could talk about that, because there's other people that need to hear that journey that may be going through it and don't know what to do, don't know how to go about it, you know. So yeah, and with that, you know, rest in peace, Sweat. Absolutely. But yeah, that's a big journey, bro. So if you're comfortable, that's totally up to you. If you're comfortable, man, we could talk about that. And that's not to, you know, make a show of it in the sense of making a show of it, but that's something that, you know, people in our community need to hear about. Something in our community, people need to know that there is light at the end of that particular tunnel. We have another brother who has another sober journey, Cousin B. I know he has his own sober journey.
Right.
I don't know what brought it on, but you know, that in itself deserves discussion. I would like to bring some light to that whole sobriety question. So yeah, absolutely. That's a good segue, considering a lot of the festivities going on tonight. That sobriety question is something that, you know, we may need to bring to light. So yeah, absolutely. And that's totally up to you guys, man, and your level of comfort with that, because I don't want to make a show out of it to make a show out of it. There's more information in that, and more fact giving and more sharing, that there are people actively going through that. So that's what I'm saying. And I think that message needs to be heard from the different perspectives and the different points in that walk. So you got 9. I know he's got a certain period of time, maybe 2 to 3 years going on it. So yeah, the different parts of those journeys can be discussed in that. I think that's big. So yeah, we talk about that, and if it's something that can be done, or if Lord willing, let's do it. Absolutely, I would like to get that message out there, especially firsthand from you guys that are going through that. Absolutely. Um,
Oh yeah, just to speak on something like that, man. I know Coach, who I affectionately call Coach Mike Kellum. He has a sobriety story. He, a lot of these people that we know and love, we never throw them away. You feel what I'm saying? So if you have a story, please, if you have any hopes, insights that you can share with anybody who may be going through anything that you've been going through, if you have any anything for any of the sick and suffering that's inside or outside of the walls, please, the Fire and Ice motherfucking experience is all for that. We're all for community, we're all for health, but we all family, man. I think a lot of people
disseminating relevant and impactful information.
Yeah, we all fucking family, man. And if someone has been through something and you came out the other side, please, if you don't want to give up the information, give the information to me and I'll disseminate it. But I would gladly and wholeheartedly want for you to tell your story to people, as impactful as it may be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't mind, and I would be humbled and honored to give the platform, to so many people that we know and love that have been to hell, but they fought their motherfucking way back. Salute.
Absolutely. No doubt. So listen, with that being said, we will give you back your Sunday, man. We appreciate this little slice, a sliver of the day that y'all gave to us. Man, it's a big one today. Listen, I hope y'all got your spreads ready. I hope wherever you land today, may the food and the experience be plentiful and memorable. Us at the Fire and Ice Experience bid you adieu. On to the big game. And may you all have a great, great, great day. And we hope you enjoy it. Fresh, get us up out of here.
Peace.